Okay, today is the big day. We're just packing up our car for the last time before we head out on the road. Just packing the pantry, some stuff in there. All our clothes are in, camera gear, chairs, and our gazebo and our tent. So, ready to go.
Goodbye Gold Coast, me staying at our friend's house, but now, finally, it's time to hit the road. We're ready.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, it's happening!
What's it like in here?
It's not too bad. To say that we just have a small Corolla, we've done a pretty good job. Obviously, we actually are going now to an apartment in Noosa as a little treat before we start our trip, so we're not completely packed like we would be, but we're more or less there. But this is it. This is officially the start of the big lap. We want to write down our starting mileage for the big trip, and let's have a look, see what it is right now. 22, exactly.
22,000. Okay, we're passing through Brisbane for the very last time for a long time, and it's a bit melancholic, but we will see you again maybe next year.
What are you doing?
Right, we've just got this rooftop bag. It's waterproof, and we didn't like the way that the gazebo was sitting on the roof, so what we've done is we've got this bag, gazebo's in there, we've laid it out flat, and we've got 2 chairs in there, and it's just going to be a bit more aerodynamic and secure. We have just arrived at Pepper's Resort, and it's so nice here. We are staying at the Pacific building, and that's where the main pool is, and they have a gym and a pool bar. So we're just going to go check out our room and then check out the amenities.
Alright guys, officially the first day on the road, and we're super lucky because the first part of our stay is actually sponsored by Booking Credits, and we'll be doing a separate vlog all about our stay here. But for now, we are going to start the big lap by spending a few nights in Noosa. We're going to be just exploring the area. We've done Noosa before, but there's a couple of things that I want to do that we haven't had a chance to do, because usually we're just here on a day trip from Brisbane, so we've actually got 3 nights and 2 full days.
Yeah.
So let's see what we can tick off while we're here.
Woo!
First up, we'll probably be eating food and enjoying these free movies that we've just found in our apartment we're staying at. Woo!
It's on the adult movies.
We're not watching adult movies. And this isn't a real representation of our trip. From after Noosa, we'll be camping, slumming it, and maybe the occasional treat at some paid campsites. But for now, we're going to enjoy this.
Woo! Okay, so we have just left our accommodation at Pepper's Noosa Resort and Villas, and now we are going to the ferry pools, which is in Noosa National Park, and it's a bit of a hike to get here, but it's well worth it, and it is very beautiful.
Spots you'll get to when you park from the car park and walk along the coastal path. It's one of our favourite places. Just look how beautiful it is. It's pretty secluded. There's just a few surfers out on the water, a couple of people sunbathing now that the temperature's rising. But it's just so beautiful. Honestly, you can't get better than this.
So after a little while, the track turns a little bit more unkept, but it's still very well worn because a lot of Noosa locals use this path for exercise and go and explore the headland, as well as all the tourists. Okay, we've made it to the ferry pools, and if you're struggling to find it because it's not somewhere that is signposted by Noosa National Park, it's on Google Maps, and if you walk and keep your GPS on, you should be able to see yourself coming up to the point where it says ferry pools on the maps. But it is down a little kind of unkept path again, Let's go and have a look.
It has heated up quite a bit since we started, so we're both pretty keen to get in the water. Initially this morning I thought, no, it might be a bit too cold, but now I'm hot. It looks magical! It's the first time we've ever been and there's no one else here. The water's just like so clear. It looks so inviting. I'm super excited to go in.
Let's get in.
Yay!
These are the beautiful Noosa Fairy Falls, and it's so crystal clear in the water right now. Just got to be careful because the rising tide, there are some waves that's breaking into the fairy falls, but it doesn't affect it too much. It's kind of like one of those champagne pools like you get on Moreton Island. Okay, all done at the fairy falls now, and we're going to walk back towards Noosa and have some lunch. We've got some snacks in the car.
We just spotted a big goanna crossing the path and went to Corey, and we just spotted it up here. It's pretty big.
It's pretty big.
He is.
What was that you just snapped?
A wallaby! Very exciting. We're seeing lots of wildlife now on the walk back.
Do you think on the weekdays the wildlife come out to play?
I don't know, it still seems fairly busy to be honest, people walking the track, but yeah, so a big goanna, wallaby, and there's definitely koalas in this national park, so we're going to keep an eye out for that too.
Okay, so Noosa is known for its luxury and boutique stores, but we are coming into town just for a little bit of lunch, and we're going to have a little stroll past all the shops as well and see what they have.
So we just popped into Grilled here on the main streets of Noosa. They do 2-for-1 burgers on Mondays and they do plant-based burgers. So I think it's going to be an unspoken rule between us on this trip. If we're near a Grilled on a Monday, we're going to go and treat ourselves and get a burger.
Yeah, I like the sound of that. After our little lunch and peruse through the shops, we have come to the main beach, and this is like a nice little boardwalk. You can walk along, but if you're going to go snorkeling, I would say try and go to one of the coves, Little Cove or Tea Tree Bay. Lots of little bays around there, but this is a good spot just to bring the kids, and all the accommodation and food options are right here on Hastings Street, so it's a pretty good, easy spot to get to, with plenty of parking around too. We've just got back to the apartment from our first day of exploring Noosa and getting up to the national park. But I just wanted to come out here and show you again this beautiful balcony because it is so nice. We've got the bush right here. I believe this is part of Noosa National Park, but the driveway, you can't really see it. It goes up that way. That takes you up to the top of the road there, which is Viewland Drive or Viewland Road, and that is the gateway to Laguna Lookout, which we've been out and scoped just as we were coming home, and it's an epic lookout over Noosa, like the city or town of Noosa, and we're hoping to go back there at some stage and watch the sunset because I think it's going to be a good one. Okay, so we have come back up to Laguna Lookout, and as you can probably tell from the colour of my face, it's sunset time and it is beautiful. So we are going to join him around here and watch the sun go down.
Alright guys, on a nice little afternoon sunset mission, we're going to have a picnic on Tinbeerwah mountain, and it's located in Tinbeerwah National Park, about a 15-minute drive out of Noosa. And I've seen this place a lot online and I've been wanting to go here for ages, but it's always just that bit further away for us for day trips. So now we're spending some time in Noosa, we definitely had it on our bucket list.
Got a handy little tip for you for if you want to know what plants and animals you see on your adventures. It's the Google app, and what you can do is just point it at stuff, click it, and it will tell you what plant it is. It's very clever. Now this plant here is a Hibiscus splendens, Google Lens has just told me. A fairly common plant native to Eastern Australia, and they're just dotted along the pathway here on Mount Tinbeerwah, and I thought I'd find out what it is. But yeah, handy little trick. Getting hot?
A little bit, but I'm very hungry. And this looks like an excellent picnic spot, but we're just going to go a little bit higher up to the top of the mountain.
It looks like we've made it to the top. There is a tower, and there's this random arrow. But up here, big views all the way around. So we are going to now find a picnic spot. I think Charlotte may have found one already. And watch the sun go down.
I've got hummus and avocado on a rice cracker. Ooh.
Cheers. You enjoying that, Boo?
I am. Getting pretty close to sunset now, and it's that special time of the day where everything just looks so magical. You can see the mountains are just fading away onto the horizon. I really like it. Such a beautiful sunset. It's a perfect way to end our time here in Noosa. Tomorrow we're going to be carrying on up the coast to Rainbow Beach, so that's very exciting. We'll see you there.